Hello everyone, welcome to the Alex Designs YouTube channel. Today I am introducing this chrysanthemum stamp and die set. This is a new layering stencil from Alex Designs with a huge chrysanthemum flower and a leaf image. I'm just going to quickly show you how this comes together when you stamp it, but the back of the packaging gives a really good example, and it also shows you how to line up these layers. There is a blue line indicating how you can line up the stamp with the previous layer. Now, the way I like to do these is I make a bunch at once. I'm not going to show you all the colors I made, but I'm going to show you the technique I use. I first die cut a blank piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper, and I use the negative and I put a bunch of tape in that negative opening. This will keep all of my die cuts in place. So I do my die cutting first, mostly for the layering stamp sets. I have die cut a bunch of white pieces of cardstock just with the coordinating die, and I put those in that little guide I made. Then I can line up that first layer stamp. This is a very solid, very large solid stamp, so you do want to make sure to rub your fingers over it well to get any residue from production off there, and then you can add your ink and stamp it. Once that first stamping is done, I don't change the layering stamp set or stamp. I just put another die cut in place and stamp it in a different color. This way you can easily make a bunch of these large flowers in different colors. Once you're done with all your first layers, just remove that stamp from your stamping tool, and then you can line up that second layer. There are 4 layers for the flower and 3 for the leaf. Again, this is a very solid, very large stamp. Make sure to run your fingers over it and it will take the ink a lot better. Now, because these are layering stamp sets, you don't have to worry too much about perfect stamping. You can see that my stamping isn't perfect at all. Now, these inks will even out over time anyway, if you leave them out a little bit longer. But also because you're adding more detail with each layer, you won't notice any imperfections on the first couple of layers that you stamped. So don't worry too much about it, just line it up as best as you can, but these stamps are very forgiving. No one is going to notice if they're not lined up perfectly. And you can just see all of that gorgeous detail coming together each layer you stamp. I really love how large this flower is. You really only need 1 for a card, but obviously you can use as many as you want on your project, and that will definitely be a wow card if you just fill it up with all of these chrysanthemums. So this is the final layer, and you can just see all of those shadows pop now with that darker pink and orange that I used. And this is the final result. A very, very intricate chrysanthemum flower and leaf in this stamp set. I stamped a bunch of leaves as well off screen, and then I made these final cards. Maybe I'll make a video on how these came together as well. I hope you like this chrysanthemum stamp set and die set, and I hope you have as much fun choosing your colors for the flowers as I did. You can check out the new release, including this stamp set, in the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.